Yup. Episode 6 of Percy Jackson has dropped a while ago. This is about a week after the episode dropped. But I want to say, episode 6 is pretty good. Probably my second favorite episode of this season after the Sea of Monsters one, which was pretty good in my opinion. Um, I will say that Percy Jackson, I think his name is Walker, but the actor Percy Jackson is so far better than everyone at acting in this show. Kind of ridiculous. I've been said this. I said this in a previous video that his acting is way better now. Um, but I will say this: I've seen a lot of posts that Percy Jackson dropped 68%, I think it was, in viewership. People blame it on DEI, and I'm here to say that it could be DEI. I've always said this, and I'll say it right now. I think the actor for Annabeth is doing a very good job. I think everybody in the show is doing a good job. I don't think anybody in the show is doing a bad job. But that does not mean that I agree that everybody should be race swapped. Um, I never agree with race swaps. It's never the right thing to do. Although I enjoy it, the TV show, it doesn't bother me. But if I was to make a Percy Jackson show or any show, I would never change the race of a character because that's what it was in the book. And if people want to leave because of the race swaps of Luke, Annabeth, Clarice, even forgot her name, but the chick in the tree that they're trying to save with the fleece. Um, that's their choice. Even though I like the show, I do like the show a lot. I would recommend this show. Another thing, um, probably my favorite characters of the season, where is Percy. Clarice might be sneaking up on Annabeth. She's getting a lot of screen time and she's pretty good. Um, but it would be Percy, Annabeth, Clarice. I don't like Tyson. I kind of wish he stayed dead. I in episode 6 he was very good. He was very good in episode 6. He was more stoic, more brave. Um, but in previous episodes, I hope he stays like this. In previous episodes, the reason I didn't like Tyson is because he acts like a child. Or I get it, he is a kid, but everybody else around him is so like serious, mature, focused, and it's like Tyson needs to have his hand held. But in episode 6, he was pretty good. Obviously, he boxed his brother. I like the giant in episode 6. Um, I think in the movie he was just a dumb character, and this one is pretty smart. I like him in this. I like him in this. I also like another thing this TV show does is with Annabeth is how she's always the one to come up with the plan, which is a good idea because a lot of TV shows have a thing where they say a character is smart, and that's how far it goes. This show doesn't call Annabeth smart; they just make her do things that are very smart. Now, the highlight of this episode is Percy seeing Luke while they're trapped inside the cave. The facial expressions that Percy made when Annabeth was dying was top tier. He didn't say a single word, but you understood everything he was thinking. And it's very cool because like obviously with the movies, I don't know anything past the Sea of Monsters. Once this season's done, everything after that's brand new. That's why like it's kind of hard for me to break down a video or get excited for what's going to happen because most of the stuff I already know happens in the movies. Yeah, there's a few changes here and there, but most of it I've seen already. Season 3's already been greenlit. That's good because I like season. I'm excited to see. I've always wanted to see what's after Sea of Monsters because I was hooked. Also, Luke. Luke is super good. I don't remember. I haven't watched the movies in years, but I don't remember Luke caring for Annabeth. Or like in this show, they like Annabeth gets fucking swung on, she's dying, and then Luke comes and save her, which was like fantastic. I love that writing, that dynamic. That's like Percy now has to deal with the fact that Luke saved Annabeth, and Annabeth has to deal with the fact that Luke saved her, and it's like Now it's going to make it more meaningful when Luke is actually stopped, killed, whatever they decide to do with this character. Um, Now it's going to make it more meaningful. Even when Percy saw Luke and he was like, he had to make this decision either to save Camp, trust Luke, or save Annabeth. And he chose to save Annabeth and trust Luke, which was obviously the right decision. Um, saying, like when Annabeth and Luke are talking through the crystal, whatever they're talking about, whatever they're talking through, I mean, that scene is good. I really like Luke in this TV show. Another thing, I think every character in the show is better than the movies. I do. I think the TV show is better than the movies. I wasn't that big of a fan of the movies. The only character I really like in the movies better than the show is Grover. I don't like Grover that much in this show. Granted, he hasn't been that much in season two. But other than that, I like Annabeth better, Percy better. I also feel like the stakes in the TV show are what would I say? They're more serious. I know they're the same stakes, but the TV show does a better job of showing how high they are and how dangerous things can get. Like Luke, like the way he's so persistent, he's not really a jokey character. He's very serious. Um, but if I had to rate episode 6 out of 10 compared to the whole show, episode 6 would probably be like a 9. It's pretty fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. Season two, I think if season one was as good as season two wouldn't have that big drop of viewership as it did. What I mean by that is like a lot of people are like, oh, how did a lot of people are saying like, oh, how do you drop 60%? And people are saying like it's DI, which that could be the case, but I don't think that is. I think that people watch something. Everyone's willing to watch a season one. I watch season ones all the time, but if the season one is not good enough for me to go to season two, I don't go. And I feel like that's a lot of people. They drop off. Um, and I think that's the same thing here. That being said, I that being said, it is a good TV show. I would recommend it. Uh, but that's it. I need to see what happens after these first two seasons because they're all already in the movies. I know how the season ends. I'm pretty sure there'll be a few changes from the movies, but I already know the gist of it. But peace. That's the video and.